Now, the worst thing for a pump is when they get slammed with water immediately. And the hardest thing for a person sometimes is starting a pump up that already has the water in it, because it builds pressure. So you take the hose, you screw the hose in, you turn the hose on, and then you got to hold this thing down because it wants to fight you when you try to start it because of the pressure that's built up in it. So then you release the handle a few times because you want to get water through the pump, and you try it again, and eventually you get it started after a few hard pulls. Or you don't turn the water on, hook up the hose, don't turn the water on, come over here, start it up, go over here, turn the hose on, and the pump gets slammed with water. That's the worst thing. You don't want to slam the pump with water in the beginning, and you don't want to run it dry. So what I did was I put that little shut-off valve right there. So what I do is I hook up the hose, I turn it on, and then I can let water in by turning that on. I let water in, I squeeze the handle until I see water coming out. Turn the water off, squeeze the handle again, let a little water out. It starts up nice and easy, a nice pull. The whole machine isn't jerking out of my hand. And as soon as it starts to run, I come over here and I turn this on slow. You don't want to just yank it on, because if you do, you're going to put a lot of pressure and water into that pump and you end up blowing your pump. So you turn it on slow. Now you don't want to go so slow that you're going to fry your pump because it's getting too hot. But kind of gradually, just turn it on. You'll hear the pump make a change, and then it smooths right out. And then you can open it up the rest of the way and you do what you got to do. That's the way I find it to be best for me. Everybody, I'm sure, has their own ideas and their own way of doing things. That's what's so good about the American way. And that's also what's good about YouTube, because it gives us all an opportunity to share what we do with others, because some may or may not have that thought pattern and may have never had one or used one and may not know all that much about them. And also some of the older pumps, you can't what did I drag in with me? A leaf. Okay. You don't want to put a chemical in the tank itself other than the soap or chemical that's made for the power washer. The newer ones are a little bit different because it doesn't actually go through the pump. But on your older versions, some of the older ones, especially the less expensive ones, you put chemical in that can down there, and when you're doing it and you turn it on, that chemical is being brought through the pump. Now they just come up outside and they're kind of like what do you call the word, siphoned in, I guess you can call it, because the line comes in next to the hose outlet. So as the water goes through, it's sucking the chemical in and going right out. Where on the old ones, the pump used to suck the chemical into the pump and then blow it out with the water. And those are the ones you got to worry about, because if you put anything in there that other than what's made for it, you're going to end up blowing up your pump, because all the gaskets and everything will end up going on you because they eat it up. So the newer pumps have come a long way since then, but that was another one with your older pumps. Even some of your new ones now, I don't know. You may have to pay attention to it. So, but other than that, what time is it? It's 3:30. I'm going to start shutting down. I wanted to try this, wood burning, but in order for me to do that, I got to get a transformer, because I got to bring the juice up. So that'll come on a day to where I need another microwave for a reason or another, or if I see one on sale. I can take the one I have over here and just, it works, but I can just strip it apart and then put a new one in there. Yeah, and right now they're pretty cheap, so you know, they're not that bad. Plus, there's other things in there you can use, the magnets and stuff like that. So, you know, stripping a, if I was to buy the transformer and things, it would cost me more than if I was to buy another microwave. So it's cheaper to buy a new microwave. Take this microwave that works. Wait a minute. I may have another microwave. How did I think about it? I just don't know. I may have already scrapped it. Yeah, I may have already scrapped it. Damn, did I scrap it already? Bet you I did. Bet you I did. And I did take, yeah, I did. I don't have it in here. And I tell you, I bet you, because I took the magnets. Now I remember taking the magnets out of it and then just giving it to Chris across the street because he scraps white metal, and gave it to him to scrap. That's what, yeah, all right. And I wanted to, I wanted to take the transformer out of it. Here's power cords. This is all the power cords I used to use on the boat. Well, not all of them, because some of them are 50 amps. These are 30 amps. I don't know if that's a 30 or a 50, but I keep these around because you never know when you need a good power cord, 30 amp or not. You plug the adapter in, you can use it, you got a good heavy cord. So, well, that reminds me, I gotta bring in a bulb. A bulb! I gotta replace the bulb. Our wood's still hanging up. That pile's getting much smaller, as you can see. I gotta go in there for a minute too, guys, so if you want, you can take a walk with me. This has got to go up here, but for now I'll just lay it over here and let somebody break it. I want to take this out because I think this still works, and I want to take this out here and put it in that shed, seeing that we're going to be going out there in the wintertime to get wood, and if it gets dark early I'm going to need light out here. Now I do have light, however I would prefer to not have to worry about turning it off when I'm walking out with my hands full. So what I want to do is, yeah, this is the woodshed, by the way. And this is the doggy door, because they used to run in and out through here and out that way when they were pups. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in up there, right there where that plug is. And this should work. So let me put you over here for a minute. You may or may not be seeing what I'm doing. I have no idea. You probably really don't care, which is okay with me. I don't expect you guys always to watch all my videos. I don't always get a chance to watch all yours, so it's kind of a mutual thing. Okay, I don't leave it like that. I don't care where it shines, because it's going to give me enough light regardless. So let me see if I can get my way over here. The wife has been stacking this. She put all this in here, and I know you can't see it because we're narrow vision with this camera. But she's brought all this in and stacked it all, and she's got that she's going to do. Well, I cut it, she stacks it. Okay, so let's turn off the overhead light, which I just did. And there's that light. And that light's on a timer, so I can adjust it to fit or shine right down the center, I guess. But for now, I'll leave it there. And that one there is 15 minutes, it'll go off. Or I could turn it off. So that's where we're at. I may or may not let the wife know I got that there because she may want to face it down, or even where it is, because it'll generate heat for the wildlife. You guys all know we're big into the wildlife thing, so you know, we don't care what it is, it deserves to live. So that's just us. We get old softies, but that's the way it is. So like I say, 6, 8, 5, 12, 13. I don't know how many heated birdhouses we have, but we have them. And there's actually another one that she wants me to take care of and do, which I haven't made. I've got it ready. I just got to finish off the bottom so that it'll be done. I think I showed you guys. It was a mailbox. You know what? That's a great idea. I didn't realize how great of an idea it was until I thought of it. Right? I had an old mailbox, which is an aluminum one or metal, whatever you want to call it. It's right here. I drilled a hole in the door. I drilled a hole on the other side. Before I sealed the door, I put a center partition. So there's 2 birdhouses in here. Right? Then I put the foil around it, which is like an insulation at the same time. I mean, it's not a great insulator, but it's a good insulation. And at that point, it's got the double lights underneath, right here, which are going to get hot, heat up the metal bottom. In return, the heat rises. We'll put heat in. All I got to do now is just put a little metal cover around this so that the heat will stay generated into that area, and then put it out there. So, but you know what? Instead of building them, buy a birdhouse for 10 bucks, 12 bucks, whatever it is. I mean, a mailbox, and then you get 2 birdhouses out of it. You spend a few extra dollars for some insulation, you know, or put wood around it, you know, because you just can't put a metal box out there, they'll freeze. And that's it. This is going to be another one here. So, alright. Guys, I've wasted enough of your time. I'm going in. And I got to shut things down. I shut the computer down. Whoop. Let me shut this down. I got to look up the frequencies because I got 2 radios that came in that I got to reprogram. 3 radios that I got to reprogram. And I got another one. Let me see, I have, what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So I'm waiting to get them all in so I can just do them all at the same time, because otherwise it's a pain in the ass. Alright guys, catch you later.